Hello, my friends, and praise God. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great beginning of the year 2018. It has been a wonderful time for me. I thank God. I thank God for how 2018 has begun. And Mother Shalom, for those that don't know me. And I lead a prayer network called the Bride of Christ Prayer Network. And we are based at Mizpah House of Prayer. Actually, right now I'm at Mizpah House of Prayer, place where people just come to pray and fast. And as Bride of Christ in 2018, we made a resolution. I know it has been a season of making new resolutions. And as Bride of Christ, we made a resolution that this is our year of delighting in the Lord. And we just want to spend more time in the presence of God, worshiping Him. Many times we go in the presence of God to pray for something, or to, when we go in the presence of God, there are many things we do. But He said this year we will set apart an hour, each one of us, to just spend time with God and worship and adore Him. And that resolution is based on Psalms 37 verse 4, that says that delight yourself in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. Not how David says it. He says, delight first in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. But many times we first of all want to ask for the desires of our hearts so that we can delight. But David does it the other way around. He says, delight in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. And that's the foundation, and that's the basis of our 2018 watch. We want 7 days, 24 hours of delighting, filling the atmosphere with praise and worship to God wherever we are throughout the year, from January to December. We just want to worship God. And as we create that ambience of worship and praise to God, it attracts His presence. It attracts His presence in our families, in our nation. Think about it. The 24 elders, 24/7, they never stop worshiping God. Them, if there is prayer and fasting, it's actually worship and fasting, because it is about worshiping God only. There's nothing they have to ask God. But every time they bow down in His presence and they rise, there is something to worship God for. So they never stop worshiping God 24/7. And this is the lifestyle of the Bride of Christ. And I'm calling upon the Bride of Christ. Let this be one of your resolutions, that in 2018 at least you will spend an hour of adoration and worshiping Christ for who He is. And I want to give you 1 or 2 reasons why you should delight. Before you have seen, some of us, you're waiting for, that visa, you're waiting for that car, you're waiting for that job, for you to delight in the Lord. But there are many reasons to delight in the Lord, which are not material, which God has already done for you. And one of the things that really makes me worship Him is to know who He is. The more you know Him, the more you worship Him. There is a relationship between knowing God and worshiping Him. And I believe that's what happens in heaven. The moment they bow down, they rise up, probably they see the glory and they start worshiping God and telling Him, oh, the glory is yours. There is something about meditating on who God is and worship, because the more you think about Him, the more you know Him, and the more you honor Him and adore Him. And so I want to challenge you to spend more time knowing God. Knowing God. It's one of the secrets of worship. And once you know Him and who He is to you and what He's done in your life, sometimes you have no prayer to make. You just praise Him. Regardless of the situation you're going through, you just find yourself exalting Him and glorifying Him, because He doesn't change. When our situations change, we praise Him. It's a secret. You learn to worship Him Even when you are in your desert, you learn to sing a new song to Him every day. And so I want to challenge you this season. Because of who He is, just worship Him. Take time, meditate on His word, and just delight yourself in Him. He will grant you the desires of your heart. I'm going to be speaking about delight in several clips. So catch me next week as we talk about this lifestyle of delight in the Lord. Join the movement. Go to Bride of Christ Prayer Network 24/7 Facebook page and ask to join. We are going to approve you. If you've not chosen your hour of watch, just choose your hour of watch and be part of this movement of 1 year, 7 days, 24 hours worship. The Lord bless you. See you next week.